Hello out there, my wonderful friends. Good morning and welcome back to another segment of Hanging with the Boss Lady. I am your host, the Boss Lady herself, Cheryl Jones, aka that little old country girl. How are you doing on this beautiful Friday morning? I pray that all is well with you, and I am so glad that you've taken the time to listen to this podcast today. I have something very wonderful in store for you. Are you ready? Excellent. Let's go. All right, here we go. Today, I would like to talk to you about a phrase that I hear a lot of, especially on social media. The phrase is called negative energy. Matching energy. They match energy, but the energy that they are matching most of the time is negative. And I've seen a lot of examples of people giving out negative energy in places like stores and places of business where someone comes in and they're not in the best mood, they're not in the best frame of mind, and they are very disrespectful, very rude, and they're very loud. And in many instances, they're extremely aggressive to the point where sometimes security has to be called, or maybe even the police, where this person has to be removed. However, I have found or I have seen that a lot of people give off negative energy when they are dealing with people in the service department, like when you have a hostess or a cashier or someone working where you have to, have someone offer you assistance in, the working world, and they will say to you, we're going to match your negative energy. And then you will find that it leads to a serious verbal confrontation. So we're going to talk about this negative energy that people give off, and how to deal with it, and how we should do all that we can to avoid people who insist on exhibiting this negative energy. So let's start by just saying what the definition of negative energy is. It says here, negative energy can have different meanings depending on the context. In physics, negative energy refers to the fluctuations in energy that exist in any field. Negative energy is also involved in some speculative theories about time travel, wormholes, and faster than light travel. Okay? Now this coming up is the context that I would like to talk about it. In other contexts, negative energy may refer to the detrimental energy that a person or a place emits. The detrimental energy that a person emits. So, the next definition I want to talk about is the word detrimental. Detrimental is tending to cause harm. That's it in a nutshell. Sometimes, whatever a person may be experiencing or dealing with personally, they will take all of that frustration, they will take all of that anger and that hostility, that resentment, that jealousness, whatever it is that they're dealing with, and they will come and exhibit it emit it towards another person. That, my friend, is a terrible situation to be in. To be the butt of someone's frustration, to be the recipient of emotions that you had absolutely nothing to do with. And sad to say, in today's society and what's happening in the world right now, is that so many people are walking around exhibiting negative energy. Negative energy is just pouring out of them everywhere they go and in everything that they do. They walk into a place of business and they take all of this negative energy with them and they couple it with a feeling of entitlement, which will say, I know I'm behaving badly, but I have the right to behave badly because of what I've been going through. And that is just not true. Many people are going through a lot of really serious situations. Many people are going through heartbreaking relationships, and maybe health crises and financial difficulties, relationship trauma, job trauma. So many different things can be going on. However, that does not give anyone the right to emit onto another person their negative energy. And we must protect ourselves in the event that we encounter someone who is exhibiting this negative energy. I nor you can control someone else's reaction to their problems, to their situations. We do not have that type of power. However, we do have the opportunity, the right, and the power to avoid those types of people. So you may ask, well, if we should avoid them, for our own sanity, to make our experience in life, pleasurable without stress, how do we know what type of person that is? I'm so glad you asked. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you 6 types of people that exhibit negative energy that maybe you want to limit them as being your constant companions. Okay, you see, in life, there's always good and bad. Since the beginning of time, there's good and bad. And obviously, we all want to stick with the good and eliminate the bad. But, we try, but it's all around us. And it's impossible to exist in this world without coming into contact with the negative people. You can't escape from people. Okay, people are everywhere. Influence, at times, we're going to see people who influence us to the negativities of life or just bring out the worst in you. Sad to say, a lot of times there are people who just really do bring out the worst in you. And you say, I was feeling all right until I saw them. And now I just feel crappy. I just feel so horrible. So you wonder, how do I protect myself? To protect ourselves from the negative people in the world, we have to recognize them. Recognize the people that emit these types of negative energies so that we can protect ourselves. Now, there are actually 6 types of people that I want to tell you about, that when you see this type of person, don't make this your, stay around buddy, you hang out person all the time, because, it will just lead you to feeling depressed and just tired. The one type of person is this. The first type is this. Constant worriers. Someone who worries about every teeny tiny thing. They just worry too much. They anticipate that things are going to go wrong, even if everything is going fine. And they'll just sit there and they're like, oh, this is just not good. I just knew it was going to happen. And you may look around in bewilderment and say, what is she talking about? Or what does he mean? Everything is fine. Okay, even if the sun is shining, they'll come out and why are you wearing all of those clothes? It's 80 degrees out here. The sun is shining. No, but I can feel it. My bones ache when I know a rain is coming and I know it's going to be a big storm and I don't want to get caught out here. They worry about everything, every little thing that they think it's like Murphy's Law. Whatever could go wrong, they feel it is going to go wrong. These are types of people who just exhibit and emit negative energy. You need to limit your contact with them. Okay, you still with me? Great. Now, here's the next type of person. Pessimists. Okay, pessimists are people that never see the bright side of something. I don't care how great something looks, they're going to sit there and like, just give it a minute. I know something is about to happen. I can just feel it. It's always like around this time, everybody's feeling good. Somebody going to start saying something before you know it, it's going to be a fight. I know it. That's why, no, give me my hat, give me my coat. I'm leaving because I know it's going to blow up. It's going to end up bad. We're going to be in the papers tomorrow. Pessimists. Okay. This is negative energy that you do not need to just be enclosing you, just shrouding yourself with. It's impossible for them to visualize positive outcomes or happy, good results. They just know that it's going to end up bad. So they can't enjoy themselves, So for these two types of people, limit yourself. And by all means, pray for them. All right? The third type of person are whiners. Yes, I said it. The third types are whiners. Someone who complains and whines about everything. Oh, it's too hot. And it's really actually beautiful outside. This food is horrible. And the cuisine is, just perfection. And you may go to a place where the music is just too loud. This is just too loud. Oh, those kids over there, look at the kids over there across the street. They just making way too much noise. Everything. Is this movie not over yet? Oh, there's too many commercials. Anything that they can find to complain about, they are going to complain. These are people who just emit negative energy. Okay, nothing is positive, nothing is happy. They're just going to find reasons to be miserable. Okay, you can be having the most beautiful sunshiny day and they're going to say, oh no, I'm not staying here. Look, this here type of stuff, somebody just dropped something, ants is going to be all over the place in a minute. They are looking for a reason to be miserable. You should limit your contact with them and by all means, pray for them. Okay, here's number 4. They live in a delusion. They hesitate to experiment or move out of their comfort zone. Okay, they have experienced one bad experience, and you know what? They don't want to take a chance on living life anymore. They box themselves in, they stay away, they become an introvert. They do not want to take a chance. And maybe it was a painful, harmful experience, but what we do is we go on and try to grow past it. The fact that they're still here means they survived it, but in their mind, they are still there and they lock themselves in a place so that they cannot ever experience anything, which means they will not experience the great things that's waiting for them. Okay? They just live in a delusion. They feel safer in not trying new experiences. But that means that they are not living, they're existing. And if you do not live, you don't thrive, you don't grow, you don't prosper. And there are so many wonderful things in the world for us to experience. For them to lock themselves away It's too much that they're missing out on. Okay? Now, the next one that I'm going to tell you about, very, very important. A person who emits negative energy can suck the energy out of you. Yes, it's true. You see, negative emotions can be excessively draining. When you spend more time with negative people, you may end up finding yourself emotionally and physically drained at the end of the day, because while you're trying your best to encourage them, to uplift them, to show them, what is possible, every turn you take with them, they're shutting it down. They're telling you, no, I don't know why you even think that. Why would you even try? You might as well just give up. And you'll say, no, but I really do feel it's gonna work out. You're just wasting your time. That can be draining, and not just mentally and emotionally. You can be physically drained at the end of the day, to the point where all you want to do is just drop down and say, you know what, I am so tired. I don't even know why I didn't do that much today, because they are literally just sucking the energy out of you. It's not healthy and it's not good. If you are emotionally drained after meeting with someone, it's a sure sign that they have negative energy that is pulling all of your positive energy out of you. I suggest you limit your contact with them, and by all means, pray for them. Okay? The next one is this, and it's also very important to just know this. A negative person, a person who exhibits negative energy, they have limited life experiences because they've shut themselves off from, everything else positive, everything good. They don't give themselves a chance. Negative people hardly express, they hardly recognize joy. They hardly recognize passion, because they always feel like there's a catch to it. Yeah, they say they love me, but they probably just want, what I have, and then next thing you know, they're just gonna go and go to somebody else. They're gonna leave me. They're gonna drop me. They're always being so pessimistic. They hardly recognize beauty and excitement. Their experiences are so limited because they won't allow themselves to see the beauty, to feel the passion, to experience the joy, to revel in the excitement. They won't give themselves a chance to do it. They are unable to see the brighter side of life, to see the happier side of life. They are unable to just let their hair down and just go and just enjoy it, be giddily happy. They are unable to just be uninhibited. And it's really sad, and you have to be careful, because they will make you feel the same thing they're feeling. Suck the life right out of you. And of course, you limit your time around them and pray for them. And I always say pray for them, because you don't just walk away from people in need. If you see people are suffering something, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, whether it's emotionally, of course, you have to protect yourself. So you have to put some distance between you, but pray for them. Praying, let that intercessory prayer go forth and go to the Master. Call out their name and say they need help. You don't just walk away from them. You let them know, I'll pray for you, take care, and just go to God for them so that they can receive the help that they so desperately need. As enlightened beings, we are called to bring light into other people's lives. especially the people who are shrouded in darkness. When you become a child of God, it is part of your Christian duty to help others, especially those that you see who are in anguish, who are in distress, who need help, who need, some sort of uplifting. And the best way that you can do it, because a lot of times if someone is deep into this negative energy, they're not going to believe or listen to what you say. So what do? Pray for them. Pray for them. In earnestness, pray for them. Ask God to touch their hearts and their mind, to release this negative spirit that wants to just engulf them and drown them. And guess what? He will answer you. And, just keep praying for them. Keep praying for them. Pray that they will get a mind to come out of this negative atmosphere that they're dwelling in. Okay, so we have to keep all of that in mind so that they can be helped, while at the same time, we are not damaging ourselves. You are important. You are vital. Okay, and everything that you can do, especially with love in your heart, with the love of God in your heart, helping someone, it's awesome that you want to help, and you can help. So I'm not saying you have to go and get anyone, tie them in a chair, shine a light in their face, and just tell them you are going to no longer be negative Nancy, you're going to be happy. We can't do that. But we can pray for them, because prayer works. So as you go forth from today, when you run across these types of people who are showing signs of frustration and anger and bitterness and hostility and aggression, don't let them turn you into the same type. Don't match that energy. If you match that energy, then you are doing the same thing as them. Okay, so we don't want to be that. We don't want to be reduced to be a negative person. We want to fight that negativity with the love of God so that they can get better. And it can happen. So I hope you do understand the point I was trying to bring to you today, and I hope that it helps if you have some person like that in your life, and you're wondering, why are they like that? Why are they always whining, complaining? Why are they always looking for the bad thing? Why are they just always saying it's not going to work out, and what's the point? These are negative people, and they just need a lot of prayer. And if you are that person where you feel negativity in so many things, I would really, really suggest that you go and find someone to talk to help you. Find someone to talk to, and of course, find a place to get prayer. Go to the house of God. Go to someone who is a true child of God, and ask them to pray with you. Okay? And then just go to God for yourself. You can, if you have not already done so, you can repent, and you can ask God to forgive you of anything that is not in His will, and ask Him to cleanse you, give you a new heart, a new spirit, a new mind, to turn your life around. Pray and believe, and you will no longer be this negative person that you once were. It is possible. You can change. So I hope that you did enjoy this podcast, and if you did, I am asking you if you would just, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it. Share it with someone that you know it will bless, someone that you know it will encourage, okay? And if you have not already done so, subscribe. I would really, really be encouraged if you did. And I'm going to let you get back to the remainder of your day. And until we meet again, may the Lord God bless you real good. Boss Lady out.